right, we're going to pick up a piece of equipment in the rain, and one side of it doesn't work. It's an excavator. We're gonna need to knuckle walk it onto the trailer probably. The guy's already trying to get it out of the mud. You know what? That's tomorrow's problem. Wow. I've never done that before. But it seems like a cheap price. Needs some work. Something I can flip or fix and use, or both. So we're gonna go see if we can get it. We're in Alabama mountains. You know, it's mountainous over here. I paid $8,000 for her, which I think is pretty good for a running and semi-operating Bobcat. It was on Facebook Marketplace for probably like a week. He listed it for 10 grand. Yeah. You keep going. A little bit more. All right. All strapped down, ready to go. I put some air in my tire. 3 buckets altogether, and she good. The drive motor on that side's missing the cover. I got it. Got me a bill of sale. I got all the gears. He said the gears got bound up. It wasn't the drive motor, so I got that. I know the code now. About to start. No trailer brakes. No one trailer light. Let's go. First rest stop. I'm not gonna be home until late tonight. I kept having people flash their lights. I mean, everything looks good. It's still hitched, so yep. I checked all the chains; they're still tight. Good. This is the tire. It's gonna lose about 20 pounds on the way home. Maybe I should put a chain going across here. I don't know. Sure. I just had to put these lights on there because we got a ticket. Loading a ticket, we got pulled over. But all's good. Sure. Alright, so I'm back home. Yeah, now I'm actually looking at the machine. It's a little rougher than I thought. I don't know what this is. Free, but police will be call? I don't know. I don't think I have a key to this side, do I? How to open that one? Yeah, it looks like the oil plug has been repaired. Down here, it has some type of RTV on that bung. It's like a screw in there. It does have proper oil. It's a turbo unit. This stuff's falling down. It needs hydraulic oil. It probably has a couple leaks. Yeah, there's no water in the oil though, so that's good. And I would like to get that because I think the radiator's over there and check the fluids on everything. I don't know if I know how to start this because it's a coded machine, but he did give me the code, so we can try. I'm not gonna type it in front of people, but try. Oh wow, this is not like bolted down really well. There's a funnel there. It's always a good sign. Let's see. Okay. Error. To figure that out. Yeah. Well, this is loose. Figured out the code. It starts really easy. I kind of want to watch this drive motor and see if I can pull this handle and see if it does anything. Movement. I mean, it runs pretty good. No smoke. Let's look for blow-by. No blow-by. This track's spent. Let's see if there's much wiggle in the boom. Oh, that's not bad compared to my other machines. Just a little bit. Oh, it looks like it had a thumb here and it got kind of bent in. Something like that. That's not a lot of slop. How about here? Oh, this is tight. So this gear I just kind of put in here, and I'm thinking if I try to rotate it and if this actually turns, maybe the drive pump's not bad. It's just this gear housing. I don't know. So I'm gonna put like a mark on it so I can see if it turns. I'm hoping to save this gearbox because it does spin, but I'm assuming there was a gear here because look, I see little bits of bearing. Yeah, but the gearbox itself, there's no, I mean, you could see where it rode, but it's not like chewed up, if that makes sense. I could feel it, and I could definitely feel where it rode, but it doesn't feel like chewed up. So I assume there was a gear here, here, and probably here, right? And then that center one is where that shaft goes in. I'm trying to look. It doesn't look bad. And then let's look at the teeth. I don't know if it matters on these because these probably we can find replacements for. And then just button it back up. These, I mean, the bearings turn. All right, so now that I've PB blasted it, not PB blasted it, brake parts cleaner, I can see the damage to the drum. Ugh. Yeah, so that's missing a tooth, that's missing a tooth. Up here looks okay, but yeah. So it's, yeah. So one of these gears from Bobcat is $871 with bearing. One, that one's missing a tooth. There's 4 in here. And plus I need the solder drum. So from what I looked up, I can get a whole drive motor from Bobcat for like $4 grand from remanufacture for like between $2,500 and $3,500. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Yep, knowing's half the battle. Understand, this is concrete, dried concrete, so this hasn't been working in a long time, so all this is going to be chiseled out and the tracks are trashed. So yeah, there's a big chunk missing. But for right now, I need to use this thing to dig out this fire pit. This is where we burn wood scraps and trash, basically. And I'm gonna make a pile of dirt over there. I can get with the skid steer in a bucket and just dig a nice area. So I thought I'd put the camera up so you can watch my trailer mounted thing. I gotta remember the code. Dug a pretty good hole. my mom to burn. It's my mom's place. She likes to burn trash. But yeah, the excavator is really tight on the pin wise. That rattling I actually heard was the cage. It's not bolted in very well. But I want to put money in her. Because the last one I had, I put 10 grand in. I bought for 5, put 5,000 in the engine, and I sold it for 15. This one is a lot bigger and nicer and less hours. So I'm thinking I probably could. Comps are looking around 30. I think with new tracks, new drive motor, fix whatever leaks it has, oil up everything, look for broken lines, whatever, paint it. I'd probably be in it maybe 7,000. That means I'd be in at 15 because I paid 8 for her. And then I think I could probably sell her for 30, 28, 5, 30. I can make 10 grand, I think. All right, we're taking her to my house, which is tight driveway. And I've been trying to build a road to get to the back where I have a flat spot where I can work on equipment. And I ain't there yet. Oh, she dragging. We're gonna run her up. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm stuck. Sink like a rock. Yeah. You know what? That's tomorrow's problem. Wow. Wow. I've never done that before. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. I'm amazed. Not everyone can do that. And that's beautiful, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I should give her more speed. I don't think that helped. We'll give it some gas, but I don't think she's going to move. I can't really push with this. So let's bring the Bobcat home. All right, my dog's going to bark at this. They love loud tools. But anyway, today I'm going to start, hopefully I can finish replacing the drive motor, the final drive on this side. I've never replaced one on the excavator before. I'm just going by what it looks like I should be doing first, and I think I need to be pulling that gear off first. Bunch of bolts that go all the way around. I have the correct socket here, my impact, 13/16, and it's also the same thing I need for in there. So after I get that sprocket on there, I'm going to clean this all out because the pump I bought looks nothing like that. And so that scares me a little. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so let's get that sprocket off. Gotta have your Crocs. Oh, all right. All right, and it's not PD Blaster. Apparently, it's just Blaster. I don't know. I guess I could take the hose to this. I mean, nothing's open yet. All right, I got a chrome extension I'm going to try to beat the socket on. If that makes sense. Okay, because that one bolt's a little stripped. Good. I gotta remember to leave a couple bolts in, or I guess I gotta do the lines. Well, around the lines or under them or some. So, next is this one. Same deal. This one's a little rounder than the other ones. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I was talking about rounded. Look at this one. So you can see it. It's kind of, yeah. Now looking forward to trying to wedge these in there. It's about 150-pound drive motor. Barely. Ooh, I'm gonna get some Loctite too. So then we got 3. Yeah. So we think this one is the case drain. Was the drain line or return, and this little one up here is the 2-speed, and this bottom one down here might be a drain too. So I got 2 drains and 2 feeds, and then 1 2-speed line. And a pipe. Okay, that one's loose. I have to get this one out of the way. I might have to take this nut off that's right here to be able to get those 2. Of course it's raining. Well, let's hit everything with PB Blaster. Or before we open this line up, let's hose this out. Try to get it cleaner. This is going to rain and everything's going to wet anyway. We got that tight and, snug. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the track off so it'll be easier to get the sprocket off. Yep, there's the grease there. Let's see, I might have to get those extensions, probably 7/16. All right, cleaned her up with the hose a little bit. Yeah, this one roller on top is bald right here, so it probably stopped turning a long time ago. But the bottom rollers are good. So I don't know how much that one on top is going to be, but I'm not going to worry about it because, frankly, those tracks are pretty toast, and my plan is to use them a little bit longer to finish some projects. Sprocket doesn't look that bad, actually. So I'm trying to identify which is the high pressure line, which is the drain line. So I undid that line right there, and I want to believe that one is the drain. So we're going to turn it on, and if it doesn't squirt hydraulic fluid like crazy, that's the return line. Yeah, that cap didn't work, but I'm pretty sure this line right here is one of my main feeders. So to confirm that, turn her on, see if she squirts. Yes. And the bottom one is another return. So 2 feeders, 2 returns, 2-speed control. I hope they provided all the fittings. You think they would, but you know how it is. Spend all kinds of money on shit. Only cost me $3,500. All right, got my lines marked. These 2 in the middle are the feed lines. This one is to the 2-speed. This one is a drain line. The bottom one that's not marked at all is a drain line. So I got 3 more bolts here. Hey, baby. You know, I'm gonna use the impact. It's gonna be really loud. Oh, I love you, my little buddy.
Did I help you?
Yeah. What do you? Should tell everyone, what do you call these wrenches? What do you call this?
I don't know.
You said it was a dinosaur bone.
The dinosaur boy.
Oh.
The dinosaur boy.
Oh.
The dinosaur boy.
All right. Well, let me use my impact real quick. You cover your ears.
Oh yeah.
One more. And you do the last one, and drive motor just falls out. Awesome.
Okay. Hey, Dad, you pull for me. Second.
Don't have to push anything.
I go to fix it. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. There. Like, fit the camera right here.
Yeah. So the old one's out, but I suspect I'll need these fittings. Probably. I can see that. Don't get in the grease. So yeah, I gotta figure out how many fittings I need and from where. Oh, I love you. You're a good helper. So I had to get these from Napa. This one's thread size is like, what was it? Oh, it's 9/16. And then these were 3/4 to 8 size Bobcat. And they got the little O-ring, so I need to lube that O-ring before I tied it. Next, I gotta remove this cap. And this one has to go, it's gonna be 9/16 thread to number 4, we call it JIC. And then this one, I think will probably be the same. I don't know yet. They didn't give me that crap, so I've been having to source it. Yeah, it's been a project. Almost got all the fittings. Like, they give me these weird ones, but they don't have the little O-ring on them. Well, that one has something. Yeah, maybe some of that'll work. I don't know. I'll have to put my own O-ring on it. I don't know. They gave me this, which I don't even know if I'll need that. Might. They gave me these. That one has O-ring. Maybe that one will. No, because that's too small. We'll see when I remove that cap. S&W and Griffin, or S&J. Let me see. Yeah, S&J Hydraulics. It was $47, but they made a new little hose. And they sold me the fittings I need to do the rest. So, yeah. Between James at the Napa in Barnesville, who gave me a great deal on fittings. I mean, I don't even know if he charged me for them. He's like, oh, they're a little rusty, and they may not work. I'm like, all right. So yeah, that guy was awesome. James in Barnesville did a great deal for me. And so, and I had to get a little bit more here, but I mean, hell, if this gets it installed and going, It's a good deal. All right, got all the right fittings now made. These are all little O-ring ones. They're all lubricated. I'm tightening them down finally. And then the hard part's going to be lifting this sideways and putting it in there and getting the bolts started, because that's about 150 pounds for me. So, see if I can do that. And yeah, got this knot tightened down all together, because I don't think, yeah, I'll take this one off. So yeah, this is your 2-speed right here. This is a drain, a return or drain. This is a feed and a feed. Probably if I get these backwards, one, when I push the lever, it'll go the wrong way. And that one's another drain. So yeah, let's see what a guy can do with a bad back and so on. Let's see. Let me go ahead and get the light socket ready to go. What if they have strong backs? You'll come help me? Huh? No. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, so the hard part is lining up all these holes. Got some of the bolts in there, and then I realized I made another mistake. So these are a different type than this. This is what I bought, thinking, because I took one off that was like that. It's over there. That was to the low end. But if you look at this, it's a flat face coupler. It has to have an O-ring inside. So I need to go back to the hydraulic shop. All right, so it's time to add hydraulic oil and test it. I'm pretty sure I lost all my hydraulic oil. All the lines are hooked up. I got the right pieces, I think. I had a Ziploc bag zip tied over the drain line, but it eroded through and I lost all my hydraulic fluid. So yeah, and actually the front of the motor says Doosan, which was bought out by Bobcat, or Bobcat got bought out by them recently in the last 2 or 3 years. So hopefully everything's good. Yeah, so hopefully I did it right and it won't destroy itself. Yeah, so this is the 2-speed control. That had to be, kind of had to have a hose made. These two are new. All these nipples are new. They don't have anything that's correct. So we got to add hydraulic fluid and then we can test her. Let's see what our sight glass says. Pretty low, pretty low. So more or less on empty. Hey, Shaw, come over here. Shaw, I can't let you get in this grease. So it's filled up right now, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be needing more once we run it for a second. And again, don't drip your hydraulic oil all over your alternator like I've done. All right, so next I need to add final drive oil in, I believe it's this Allen key, and it's gear oil. Or you could use Bobcat, but the manufacturer of this told me gear oil. I think I got 85, 90 or something like that. So let's get that done next. Amazon. You're hissing, it's getting the water out of the way. There's oil going in. So it's working, 2-speed's working. I'm gonna check for leaks. And before I put the track on, I gotta replace that top roller. What do you think, Vicky? Oh, thank you for being my biggest cheerleader.
It's pretty.
You support me. I love when you say I can fix something when really, I don't know if I can. But yeah, this top roller is worn down, so I gotta replace that, but pretty good. What are you doing out here? I love you. Oh, she's a good girl. She's a good baby. She love her daddy. All right, baby. Yeah. So repairs success, and 2-speed works, and so now it's replace that roller, or I might just put the track back on it. I don't know. Inspect the rollers on this side, filters. So all right, guys. Be 435, I'm sorry. I talked to a manufacturer rep. They're really great. I bought from direct manufacturer, and they basically told me, I was filling up the drive motor, final drive with gear oil. They told me what gear oil to use, all that. And he added one thing. He said, don't overfill. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He said, when oil heats up, it expands. And so he said, we recommend half full to maybe 60% full. So what I've done is I've put a level going across here, and this bung right here is slightly above level. So that would be half full. So I'm gonna go ahead and undo this, and if there's any extra, I'll let it drain out. And if there needs a little more, I'll add a little bit more. Because I want to be precise on this, because he said the oil does expand when it heats up, and it could really mess up the seals. So yeah, so the manufacturer's telling me. So I'm gonna let a little out or let a little in. Yeah, we're letting a little out. Luckily, it's just going right back in the container, and I can reuse it. I'm gonna check the other side too. But yeah, one of the reasons why I got this machine so cheap is what happened was it ran out of oil, and it ruined the gears inside there. So it's almost to the point where it needs to be, and then we'll seal it back up. We'll be good. All right, we gotta tighten up this track. I got a new tool. It's a Harbor Freight auto grease gun. Local store I go to called Tools Direct had it for $66. It's a factory refurbished or something with 1-year warranty. I'm like, yeah. So let's see if it works. Or I probably won't use it, right? We'll see. Awesome. We're ready for a test drive to see what it does. But it seems to be working. I really don't know how tight to go on these tracks. Usually it's like, a certain number of inches of play. That top roller's junk on both sides. These tracks are showing cable. They'll be replaced probably in the next couple of years. But for using on my property until I sell it, once I sell it, I'll probably put new tracks, paint it. but I kind of just want to use this piece of equipment for a while and make sense me spending this kind of money. So I'll play around with her and see if everything's working. All right, so it seems like they're the same speed. I used my new grease gun. It took a matter of 10 seconds to get that track tightened up. This cage rattles. These bolts are loose and it drives me insane. This machine doesn't seem to be as fast as my Volvo, to be honest with you. The 2-speed, the Rabbit does work, but when you're on an incline, it doesn't work as great. Like I was trying to climb a steep hill with Rabbit and it didn't want to move, and I just took it out of Rabbit and it climbed pretty good. I don't know. But on flat ground, the Rabbit works. So yeah, these tracks are trash, and my top rollers on both sides are trash. But that light hasn't come on since I refilled the hydraulic fluid, so I think I might be good. I need to play around with her for a couple hours. So I've been playing around with her. I got this pond draining. This pipe was clogged, and this was like overflowing the road, and now I got it shooting out over here. So yeah, pretty happy about that. Got that unclogged and draining. I gotta be careful because my city water line, I think, is right in here somewhere, so I don't want to damage it. But if I do, I want to tee it off to the vineyard so I can use that water. But of course, I was going to use this as an irrigation pond, but I want to clean it out real well and kind of make it nice, because it seems to be almost spring fed, But a lot of water is coming out of that pipe over there. That's like a 6-inch pipe, I think, 4 to 6 inch. Yeah. Guys, let's talk about the numbers on the Bobcat 435. So I still got to put the covers on the drive motors. I've been watching, make sure none of the hoses are leaking. Been using it around my property for the last month or two. It's been pretty good. What I would like to say is I paid $8,000 for her, which I think is pretty good for a running and semi-operating Bobcat. It was on Facebook Marketplace for probably like a week. He listed it for 10 grand. And then I asked him, I was like, what's the best you could do? And he said 8. And so I said, I'm on my way. But when he listed it for 10 grand, the swivel didn't work. And then he got the swivel to work by greasing it, basically. So, yeah, I drove all the way to Alabama to get it. Now the dog's barking at me. The final drive cost me $3,500. All the little fittings plus oil, I was probably in at 37 in parts, 37 in parts. And so right now it's shove it. She's always started right up. She doesn't have the torque my Volvo did. I had a Volvo Excavator ECR 58 that I sold, but I made money on that one. I'm gonna make money on this one eventually, but I need it. I'm clearing a lot of land. I've used it to dig up some stumps. The bucket situation is just not great. These buckets are missing teeth. They're bent. They're kind of, yeah, I think I can probably straighten them. These are actually stuck together, and I used my forks to try to get them unstuck, and then my forks fell off. Yeah, great story there. So I had this bucket laying around, but its pinholes do not line up. So that's the bucket it had on it. But the problem is the dirt gets in there and it gets stuck. You can't really get it out. But yeah, so those are the numbers on her. Hope you guys like this video. Share it, whatever you guys want to do. I need to get a seat. I got filters I got to put on her. Yeah. But yeah, I finally built that road with the excavator that allows me to access the one I got stuck on earlier in the video. I have a good level of gravel on there, crush and run, and 2 pipes in there, and now I can drive up there, but I'm making a flat spot up there for the park equipment and stuff, so it's not all in front of my house where prying eyes can see, But yeah, that's the update on the skid steer. It's been good to me. That mini excavator, sorry. The engine's very good. Starts right up, no blow by.